Well, good morning, folks. It is a beautiful morning. It's windy, real windy. We had a bad front come over last night, and it's overcast and drizzling rain right now as we speak. But, hey, it's 71 degrees this morning. It is cold. Feels real good. It's been a hot, hot summer, folks. Well, today, we'll just get straight into it, to the point. We're going to do some topwater fishing here on Lake Guntersville. And when I fish for bass on top with topwater baits, I don't just focus on my best ones. You know, I've got several right here, different types, styles, different companies who makes them. And what I'm going to do today, to be put simply, is figure out which one of these baits is going to catch the fish for me today. I have one in particular. It's called a Whopper Plopper. It's the Whopper Plopper 90 series, and I'm going to be working with it a little bit. But anyway, it's all about topwater fishing and what I look for and how I work a bait to get those good topwater strikes. Well, right now the surface temperature is at 82 degrees this morning. Now, it has been around 90 to 91 on the surface. That rain last night cooled the water off a whole lot. So before I go on the main lake, I want to try this point right here and see if we can catch one on top. All right, the first topwater bait I'm going to start off with is going to be a Berkley Jaywalker 100. All right, it's 4 inches long. It's got 2 rattles in it. 2 rattle chambers. And this type of bait right here, and I'm fishing it on 20-pound test line. I use anywhere from 15 to 20-pound test mono on topwater baits, period. I like mono above braid or fluorocarbon because it floats. See, it's floating on top of the water. It gives it, to me, it gives it a better action. But I made a cast, I let the ripples die down and just walked the dog with it. That back and forth action, a bass cannot stand it. Now this is just a point right here that I've caught some big fish on in the past. But it's not a main lake point. But there could be one on it this morning. And that's all I do right here. Let's throw in there a little bit closer. And then normally I'll wait until the ripples die down. But right now, I could get a pop on the top right now. There could be a bass looking at it right now. You never know, but I'll just start off like that and just stop it. A lot of times they'll kill it like that. A lot of times you don't want to stop it. You just want to walk it all the way back to the boat like that and not stop it. Them are the things you have to figure out when you topwater fishing. A topwater bite is real fractious. There we go. There's the first fish of the day. Come on back here. That fish is real shallow, but I expect them to be shallow today. I mean, he nailed it. And I hope y'all seen that hesitation. Let me get him out of this log if I can. He's still on there. Alright, there he is. There we go. Got one hook in him, I believe. But that's the main thing on these topwater baits, all of them, is to be able to hesitate before you set the hook. Come on in here, boy. That's a nice one. Pretty good one. About 2.5 pounds. Clobbered that bait. Alright, let's let him go. That's a pretty little bass. Going back in there and everything. There it goes. I'm going to put this bait up right here. I'm going to try the Whopper Plopper. I never have thrown this bait. This is the Whopper Plopper right here. And I've never thrown this bait. This is a bone colored bait And it says the gurgling, plopping topwater bait is the most unique topwater bait on the market. The commotion and sound created by this bait will produce some explosive strikes. Roll it, that means a steady retrieve, buzz, twitch, or burn. Let's try her out right here. There we go. That little hesitation there saved that fish. This is a little bitty one right here, but it's the first one on the Whopper Plopper. Him ain't very big, but he did nail it. Nail it. I was really focusing on that fish. I've been working this bait a lot of different ways, and I'm gonna make a cast and show y'all what appealed to the bass today, or this particular fish. That's a small one, probably about 12.5 inches, but he did nail that bait. He nailed it good. I just made a cast, and the way I was working the bait was in a cadence. In other words, I was plop, 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 and then pulled it again. Just little bitty pulls, 8 to 10 inches, letting it sit there, plop, 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 plop. And that made the first fish bite. I've been trying a straight retrieve and everything else hadn't been working, but we did get a strike like that. So let's try it again. I have a lot of confidence in the sound of this particular bait. It's got that sound for a big fish, that gurgling sound. So if we come across a good one, I don't think he'll... There's another one. He'll hesitate on hitting it. That's a small one. It's still a strike. As far as size goes, you can't control that, but you're gonna give yourself a headache like that. Come here. Let's let him go. He's about 13 inches long, but that's what it's taking on this particular topwater bait to get the strike. 1, 2, 3. 1. Let it sit there. In other words, we're going to make it look alive. We're not going to let them get a real good look at it, but we will stop it occasionally, and most times that's when I hit it. Just I have a black one. Well, there's another one. They're just eating this thing up. They are eating this plopper up. I was fixing to say we got a black one right here, folks. It's getting a little bit more overcast. I was going to try a black color. Pretty good bass here. Okay. We'll just flip him in the boat here. Alright. Look at there. Now he got a mouthful of Whopper Plopper. That fish don't have any weight on him, but he's really a good fish. Probably about 18.5 inches long. Pretty good largemouth. Ain't that pretty? Oh boy, you messed up when you hit the Whopper Plopper, didn't you? Just let him go. Goodbye. Alright, let's try this black Whopper Plopper right here. It's getting a little more overcast. See if we can get a bite on it. This is a 7-foot cadence rod and a cadence reel. 14-pound line on this one. Now on these top water plugs, as far as I'm concerned, I mean it works for me. You can go ahead and just run 20-pound test. Now I like a medium action rod on these top waters. I want something a little bit forgiving, either medium action or medium light. Kind of the small treble hooks keep them from pulling, folks. There we go. That's a pretty good fish right here. And then we got him on the black one, folks. The black Whopper Plopper. Okay. I knew that would happen pretty quick right here. I'm covering a lot of water today. I just kept with that black one and got bit by a good one right here. I believe we'll just go ahead and net this fish. Now that fish knocked the fire out of it. Get out of my trolling motor. Come on in here. Okay. It's a good fish right there. A little something wrong with his fin right there, but he eat that. The main deal with this kind of fishing is to, hey, quit, cover water. Don't be afraid to cover water. That's a long, lanky fish. There he is right there. Y'all can see how that fish eat that bait. One hook come loose, but black is a good color when it's overcast. But they'll hit, like you can see, different colors. But black seems to catch the better fish for Richardgenethefishing. I don't know why. And I love a black buzzbait. Let's get him. A little something wrong with his fin there. That's a pretty good fish right there. Long, lanky. Let's let him go. You thought you had I don't know what you thought you had. You just couldn't stand that noise, could you? Let's revive him a little bit. I think she's ready to go. There she goes. Best part of it. Let's catch another one. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, folks. I've caught, let's see, on every one of those baits back there I've caught a fish on. But this is my favorite. This is an old bait. This is the baby Torpedo made by Heddon. And it's a prop bait, has a single prop at the back. Now right here I've modified this bait and put bigger, sharper hooks on it all. But let's catch a fish on this bait. Now this bait right here, I have caught a lot of fish on it through the years. And the way I work it is just pop it, let it sit. Same way as I did the other baits. Pop, pop, let it sit. Pop, 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 let it sit. Then I'll mix that up. Maybe one pop, maybe three, maybe two in a cadence. Different. There we go. Boy, he nailed that bait right there, folks. Let me keep her head down right here. I've got me a long, limber, soft rod right here, so maybe we can keep this fish on. He nailed it, but he's, see how many hooks he's got in him. Oh, he's hooked. Let's flip him in. That's a pretty good fish right there. Another pretty good one. Yeah, he got hooked under the chinny chin. Well, we've caught a bass on every bait I have in this boat. I want to hurt him. That was a heck of a strike. I seen him come up there. Now, it was all I could do to keep from just going ahead and setting the hook into that fish. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good large jaw. Let's let him go. But you have to hesitate. Used to, I had to turn my head and not look directly at the bait. Kind of look down in a way and just listen at the sound of the bait. But now that I'm older, my reflexes are a little bit slower, if that makes any sense. And I'm more patient. When I always hesitate till I actually feel the fish, is what I'm saying. Because you can miss a lot of fish on a topwater bait. But this little tiny torpedo made by Heddon, I have caught, like I said, a ton of fish on it. Not just on the Tennessee River, but shoot in Florida, on the Coosa River, just everywhere. It's just a fantastic bait, old bait. I'm not putting it above, you know, our newer baits that's on the market. But I tell you what, it's a good one. Real good one. There he is. That's a good one. Good fish, folks. Well, he ain't big as I thought he was. Let's get a net on this fish. He's barely hooked. He ain't near as big as I thought he was. Oh my goodness. He hit that like a 5-pounder. Well, he's got the length of a 5-pounder. Almost right here. Daggone fish. Woo! You talking about nailing a doggone bait. That Whopper Plopper ain't no joke, folks. If you ain't never tried one, try it. I mean, I'm not advertising. I bought these at Walmart. I don't advertise. I'm not into that kind of stuff, but I'm just into fishing and having fun out here. Let's let him go. Golly, bum with a strike. That's a pretty fish. They're all pretty to me. Quit. Hey, well, you're ready. I'm gonna... He wanted to jump back in the boat. Whoa. Whoa. Well, folks, we're going to let it go today. That's enough. Enough is enough. And I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for everything y'all done for this channel. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be approaching 100,000 right now. That's a whole lot of people, and it's a great accomplishment that y'all have achieved. And thank y'all very much for watching. Hey, whoa, whoa. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good.